Hi, welcome back to Genesis Custom Sabers. This is kind of a Jaina Sword of the Jedi Part 2. I wanted to show how easy and how fun it is to fine-tune the color combination with the Crystal Focus version 6 and a color extender wired into the saber and the real-time internal configuration editor, or R.I.C.E for short, on the computer. So I'm going to actually plug in the saber to the computer in order to fine-tune it. Now, there's a lot of things you can do with the R.I.C.E. You can fine-tune the gesture detection, sensitivity, the shimmer effect, and all that kind of stuff. But I'm just going to focus on the color and the flash on clash really quickly. Now, I've got the R.I.C.E cable from the Custom Saber shop, but it's a 1/8 inch stereo jack, and I don't have that port on my saber, but I do have one here. So what I made was a little adapter. So it plugs in there. Now this tiny plug, this goes into the saber in a little connector that I've made there because it fits and it's much lighter weight and it doesn't bounce around. So so what I've got is R.I.C.E up on the computer. I'm going to turn on the saber, so you're going to hear boot up. The saber boots up. I'm going to hit the auto scan button, which is right there. You probably can't see my mouse, and that gives me a drop down list of my COM ports. Now, I don't know which one the saber's connected to. If you're like me, not super computer savvy, I'll just pick COM port 1, I'll connect it there, and I'm going to go to General up here, and I'm going to go down to Volume, and I'm going to turn on the saber, and I'm just going to change the volume and see if I hear the saber's volume change. Nope. So I'm going to go through the COM ports, go back up to here, and I happen to know, having done this before, that it's COM port 5. When I connect that, oh, look at that, I hear the volume change when I slide the volume. So I know I'm connected now. Okay, now that we're connected, I'm going to go over to the LED tab, and I'm just going to pick a point on this thing, and I'm going to start monkeying with the color, and you'll see that the blade color changes in real time with what I've got, what I'm selecting here. Now, my LED is wired up blue, green, red, 1, 2, 3. So I've selected BGR. So that way it'll actually be close when I'm looking on the graph there. I've also got my reference current at 1000 because I don't want to exceed 1 amp to any of the LED dice on this LED. And this is my Fate sound font, and so this is a shout out to my buddy Kane, because this is a Jaina V2 and he's obsessed with Luke V2s. I'm going to go with a really nice green. There we go, we're getting close. It's really finicky to find the exact color you're looking for. That's pretty close. That's a nice green. I want to fine tune it even more, so I'm going to go up to these sliders, and I know that current number 2 is my G, so I'm going to jack that all the way up to 1 amp. And current number 3, that one's my red. I don't really need much red. I like a little bit of yellow in the green, and blue, drop that right off. So there's my green. I'm really happy with that green, so I'm going to go down to Save on Soundboard, and now that color of green is saved on my Fate sound font. Whenever I turn it on, it's going to be green. But this isn't a Luke V2, this is a Jaina. So we're going to go to different sound font. Jaina, Sword of Jedi. Okay, this is a sneak preview of my Jaina Sword of the Jedi font. As you can see right now, it's a really bright orange. It's not what we want. We want more of a purple, violet. Wow, I just clicked, and that's actually pretty awesome right there. So I want to know that my green is right out, because green washes out purple. So I want to go over here and I want to jack up my red pretty high, 900, and then monkey with the blue until I get a purple or a violet that's really what I'm looking for. Something like that. And when I'm happy with it, I'm going to go over to the Flash on Clash tab, and I'm going to hit the blaster block. It's not really an impressive Flash on Clash. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go current 1. I'm going to jack them all up to about 1 amp up here. And then I get a brighter white flash. So I'm probably going to leave it there and maybe take my, my red, my current 3, and drop it out a bit. There we go. Fine tune that. So now I've got a vivid Flash on Clash color that I like. Save on Soundboard. And that's how easy it is to use R.I.C.E to fine tune your color when you've got a really high-end saber set up for this. One more thing I wanted to try. Vader's color is always tricky to get. If you've watched the movies and those scenes in Empire Strikes Back when Vader's saber comes on, it's just such a unique type of red. It's very different than the prequels. So we're gonna mess around with that here. So here's what I've got. I'm not sure, what I'm showing up here is not what's on here because I was just on a different font. So I'm going to go down here to read configurations, and I click that. Oh, now that's showing me what's on the saber. So I've got current 1, which is blue, showing up a little bit. Got current 3, oh, this is my flash on clash. Sorry. Let's go to the LED color. Same thing. Read configuration. There we go. So I've got my current 1, a little bit of blue, got a lot of red. So I'm going to leave the red really high, bring up just a hint of the blue, just to make it a little bit violety, and I'm actually going to bring up a little bit of green. No, it's too much. I want to make it kind of like a whiter, almost like a whiter red. I was monkeying with this before, and I had a real hard time getting it just right. But if I can get it just right, and it's just that perfect Vader red, that elusive, perfect Vader red. It's not happening today. That's pretty close. A little too much blue, maybe. No green at all. I don't know. That's close. That's the one thing I haven't quite nailed yet with this is that elusive, perfect Vader red. It's probably about as close as I'm going to get today. Save on soundboard. So that's how much fun it is to use R.I.C.E with a high-end custom saber. Thanks for watching. See you next time.